2022 is shaping up to be the big year of third-party aircraft. This week we have seen many new aircraft announcements in the world of Microsoft's Flight Simulator. We've got you covered with that and all the latest announcements, release news, so let's jump into this week's video. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator update video. This is where we take a look at all the Flight Simulator news and development in one weekly video. Before we jump into this week's video, if this is the first time you come across the channel and you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. 73% of all viewers that do watch the Oz Flight Simulator channel are not subscribed. So if that's you, hit the notification bell so you know when our next video goes live and subscribe. It's much appreciated. Jumping into this week's previews and announcements, the first one goes to the FS Dream Team as they shared a little teaser this week of the in-development GSX ground service add-on. GSX will simulate ground operations such as marshalling, catering services, pushback, refueling, passenger boarding, and more to a very detailed level, different than what we see with the default level of the simulator. The teaser video only shows a pushback function only, which showcase sounds and animations of the UI. And also showing the UI how it would fit into the sim. GSX would have to be one of the most popular add-ons in other flight sims, especially with the airliner community, and being on the cusp of seeing aircraft such as the Phoenix A320, the PMDG 737, or the Just Flight BA 146 and others. Hopefully we'll see the FS Dream Team GSX ground service add-on release soon in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The next announcement for this week goes to the team at Wing 42 as they confirmed their release date for the in-development Boeing 247D, which is going to be on April the 2nd. If past products speak for themselves, we are expecting the 247D to be a very highly replica of the aircraft, with features such as a very high fidelity 3D model, realistic flight model, and in-house Proptronic physics engine that is only known from the team at Wing 42, an integrated payload manager and engine reference, realistic old-fashioned electrical system, and a awesome wire sound set package and more. Something really interesting about this project, for a very high detailed aircraft, the team are going to be releasing that at a very affordable price. Otmar from Wing 42 mentioned in its news update about the 247D, he's surprised about some of the mediocre products hitting the marketplace and selling at higher prices, and hoping this release will shake things up on the market. Of course, we'll have more about the Boeing 247D once it releases or when it hits its launch time. The next announcement for the week goes to the team at Aeroplane Heaven this week, mentioned that the DC-3 is not too far from being released. It was originally slated for a release in February 2022, so earlier this year. The team have now confirmed it's very close to being released now. Aeroplane Heaven confirmed that the package will include a C-47 with droppable paratroopers, which is very interesting indeed. A bunch of real-world liveries will be included, such as American Airlines, Delta Airlines, Air France, Buffalo Airways, TAA, just to mention a few. No more feature-wise or actual confirmed date in the news update, but expecting the release to be very, very soon. This week, Ashore Poly announces they will be developing the Sakota TB30. After a successful release of the Fuga 170-170, the team looks towards another military training aircraft. This actual aircraft was the training aircraft that pilots used before they transitioned over to the Fuga 170. So this was pretty much what the team was going to tackle as their next project. It made sense. Other than this announcement, there is no extra details about the project or what it's going to include, a price or release date. As always, we are going to keep you posted during the development of the Azure Poly TB130 Sakota. Now, it wouldn't be an Oz Flight Simulator weekly update video if we didn't get a weekly update around the PMDG 737. This week, the PMDG team mentioned that the testing continues to go smoothly, with only 70 issues reported by testers and more than 120 issues resolved by the development team. However, PMDG said that the 737 is currently performing to a near satisfactory level. They expressed their frustrations with the Microsoft Flight Simulator. It currently lacks tools that they would normally use in other simulators simulators to improve code stability. This prevents them from gaining vital insights on errors they would normally use for improvements of the 7.3. We're saying that the team did say they are close to the point where they can release a release date to us, but obviously they're holding their cards closely as they always do. But from the looks of it, I think we may have a few more weekly updates from the team and concerns and issues about the simulator as well. So stay tuned to next week. We'll get another update from the team. Moving on to this week's releases, and the first one goes to the team over at Driz Lecky Designs. This week releases Renton Airport. Renton Airport is mostly used as a GA airport. However, Boeing aircraft 737 and 757 are built at Renton since 1966. The Boeing company still uses Renton Airport to complete its latest maiden flights when it comes to the 737 variant. So you'll see 73 is dotted around all over the place. Driz Lecky Designs, in my opinion, have taken scenery to an all new level. They always push the boundaries with features such as the assembly line of the Boeing factory has been modeled in the scenery and is animated. You can see Boeing's flying across on cranes and all that sort of stuff, which is super cool. Custom animated people and vehicles and trains have also been included, and a custom sound engineer specifically for the airport and the surrounding areas have been created for that extra immersion. High definition mesh included the exact runway profiles, PBR materials, and dynamic lighting for a frame rate friendly scenery. You can pick up your copy of Renton from Driz Lecky's Designs over their website, and it's interesting that there is a bit of a Easter egg in there. You might see a PMDG 737, and it's interesting that Driz Lecky Designs is also creating the promo videos for the 7.3. So yeah, things are intertwined, I guess. Moving on to the next release for the week, and this goes to the team at Latin VFR, releases AREX Airport Regional Environment X Global. Now say that really quickly 3 times, I bet you'll get tongue tied. AREX series replaces the default ground service vehicles in the sim with more realistic ones. AREX is just a cosmetic change to the vehicles. It doesn't add any features to how the vehicles are and how they perform. To this date, the team released a pack of regionals this pack for regions such as Asia Pacific, Europe, or North America. With this release, the new package AREX will now be provided the same functionality all over the globe. The package comes from many different regions except New Zealand, and with features for the relevant vehicles in the region. You can pick up your copy of Latin VFR's AREX Regional Environment X Global directly from their store. Links in the description below. Moving on to this week's sim update, the team at Sobe are very excited to bring the next world update, and it will be launching on March 22nd at 2 AM PDT time, including the Dornier, which will be released as the DLC aircraft package along with it. Obviously, it's an extra purchase. The next development Q&A, which will be on March 23rd over at Twitch. This is where we'll learn about more of the next sim update, what features it will include, as well as the roadmap is running out the end of March. So I'm assuming the Q&A development update, we will receive what's going to happen in the next 3 months of the development, right all the way through to July of what's happening in the sim, or sorry, till the end of June. Let us know in the comments below where you'll be departing from the first airport in the next world update. Would love to know. When it comes to the third party markets, we have seen 11 new airports, 1 new aircraft, which I'm not sure, I haven't been able to find that one, and 5 new sceneries and no mission packs. But over in the Microsoft Marketplace this week, we should expect to see 26 new products. 2 of these will be aircraft to the marketplace. One which is a MiG-29 from the team over at Demons, which will be available on PC and Xbox, and Black Box Simulations will release their Bulldog, which will be available for Xbox. All the other products were basically made up of sceneries and airports, but go and check out in the marketplace, and of course we're seeing a bunch of updates to existing things in the marketplace as well. Next week should be a massive week in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator with some features, new content, and new areas to fly in with a new aircraft, so it's very exciting indeed. If you got this far in the video, please be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy the video, and if this is the first time you come across the Microsoft Flight Simulator channel, please hit that subscribe button, it's much appreciated, and the notification bell. 73% of all viewers that watch the Oz Flight Sim channel are not subscribed, so that if that's you, please help us out, it's much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button. We're going to leave you with another awesome flight simulation video. Why don't you check that one out, and I'll see you over there.